Congo's turning point, rebels, regional stakes, and Trump's quiet diplomacy. In the war-torn heart of Central Africa, a rebel movement once considered vanquished has returned to reshape the regional balance. The M23 rebellion has seized ground, tasted alliances, and triggered a race for diplomatic solutions. With US President Donald Trump inserting himself into the process, the question now is, can the Doha Declaration be the path to peace or just another page in Congo's long book of broken promises? Hi, I am Samia Mohammed, and this is Analytica Today. On July 19, 2025, the Democratic Republic of Congo and the M23 rebel group signed a declaration of principles in Doha, Qatar, pledging to negotiate a full peace agreement by August 18. The signing followed months of Qatari-led mediation and marked the most concrete diplomatic progress in Congo's eastern conflict in over a decade. The United States, now under Donald Trump's renewed leadership, has been quietly pushed behind the scenes, hoping peace will unlock Western access to Congo's vast mineral wealth. This is not just a Congolese issue, it's a regional and geopolitical one. What's at stake? Stability in the Great Lakes region, the balance of power between Congo and Rwanda, and the future of global supply chains dependent on Congolese cobalt and lithium. M23's return, old foes, new front lines. Once those defeated in 2013, the March 23 movement has resurged with startlight, speed, and strength. Since late January 2025, the group has controlled Goma, eastern Congo's largest city, and expanded its hold across North and South Kivu provinces. This resurgence has displaced hundreds of thousands and sparked fears of another regional war. Though officially denied, allegations of Rwandan backing have resurfaced. Kigali insists has no ties to M23, but the scale of the group's recent success has reignited international suspicion. For many Congolese, the return of M23 symbolizes the failure of prior peace deals and the weakness of state institutions. President Felix Tshisekedi has vowed to restore control but has faced domestic criticism for military shortcomings and an over-reliance on foreign troops. As the Congolese army flattered, diplomacy surged forward, with an unlikely partner at the helm, Qatar. Doha's diplomatic gamble, Qatar's steps, and Qatar's involvement began quietly in April 2025, with back-channel talks between M23 leaders and Congolese officials. But by July, Gulf states' role became formalized with the signing of Declaration of Principles on July 19 in Doha. The ceremony, attended by Congo's High Representative Sumbosita Mambo, M23 negotiator Benjamin Mumbimpa, and Qatar's Minister of State of Foreign Affairs, was both symbolic and substantive. The agreement commits both parties to begin negotiations by August 8 and finalize a peace accord by August 18. Qatar has cast its role as one of neutral facilitation. Foreign Minister Mohammed bin Abdul Aziz Al Khulafi emphasized the aim to create a new phase of partnership for Congo, one that includes armed movements prioritizing greater national interest. It's a bold move for Qatar, better known for brokering Middle Eastern conflicts than African rebellions. But it reflects a growing Gulf ambition to expand diplomatic influence across Africa, especially in fragile yet resource-rich regions like Congo. And behind the scenes, another actor is also repositioning, the United States. Trump's strategy, peace for profit, the United States has long been wary of instability in the eastern Congo, given the region's role in global mineral supply chains. Under Trump's second term, that caution has shifted into active interest. Washington has hosted parallel talks between Rwanda and Congo, and last month convened both countries' foreign ministers at White House. Trump has publicly praised the July declaration and invited Presidents Tshisekedi and Paul Kagame for a broader package of agreements, including potential economic deals. The White House's calculation is clear. A peace deal would pave way for Western investment in cobalt, tantalum, copper, and lithium minerals, essential to electric vehicles, defense systems, and clean energy transitions. This isn't about securing supply chains, a senior State Department official said privately, but peace must come first. Trump's involvement has added urgency but also unpredictability. His transactional approach to foreign policy, evident in past engagements with North Korea and Sudan, could either catalyze a breakthrough or destabilize fragile talks. Congo has welcomed US support casually, eager for investment, but wary of perceived interference. Rwanda's response has been more enthusiastic, viewing Trump's mediation as a path to international legitimacy amid accusations of backing M23. The regional chessboard, winners, losers, and uncertainties. The M23 crisis has rippled beyond Congo's borders, dragging in Uganda, Burundi, and even South Sudan, each of which had troops deployed in Congo at the height of the fighting. Uganda has condemned M23 but kept diplomatic channels open with Rwanda. Burundi has accused Kigali of undermining regional security. The African Union, meanwhile, has remained largely sidelined, with Qatar and the US filling the diplomatic void. Trump's re-engagement raises new questions for the AU. Will it retake leadership of the peace process or cede influence or Gulf and Western powers? For regional players, the stakes are high. A lasting peace could stabilize borders, enable trade, and unlock infrastructure projects. But failure risks igniting a wider war, especially if Rwanda is perceived as backer and Congo seeks external military help. So far, M23 has remained vague about its endgame. While the group claims it seeks political inclusion and rights for Congolese Tutsis, its military ambitions suggest deeper motives. The next months, we will test whether this is a genuine shift toward dialogue or just another tactical pause in a cyclical conflict. The Doha Declaration is not a peace deal, it's a promise to try. But in the Great Lakes region, even this is a milestone. With M23 entrenched, regional armies on alert, and thousands displaced, the stakes have never been higher. Qatar's surprise role as mediator adds an intriguing twist, while Trump's quiet but clear diplomatic push signals a strategic pivot. Peace as gateway to resources. For Congo, the next 4 weeks are critical. The promise of negotiations must become reality or the region risks sliding back into chaos. What happens in Goma and Doha will reverberate for beyond Central Africa. I am Samia Mohammed. This is Analytica Today. Your thoughts matter. Can the rebels and the state find common ground? Or is peace just another illusion in Congo's long, bloody history?